It's official, like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So today somebody sent me a clip of an interview that Tracee Ellis Ross did with Miss Obama. Now I saw some of the interview with Michelle Obama. I saw probably 5 minutes of the interview. It wasn't that good to me. I don't know. You go check out Michelle Obama's interview with Tracee. I didn't think it was that good. It's just maybe just me. There's some things that Tracee was saying in the interview that a lot of people didn't like. But you know, I've actually been a fan of Tracee back in the day when she was on Girlfriends. If you've, if you remember the show Girlfriends, it was like 4 of these chicks. Well, yeah, 4 of them and one guy on the show back in the day. This was a good show. But it ended up, all of a sudden, just stopped. It just ended for multiple reasons. There's a lot of rumors. Some people were saying that it had a lot to do with Tracee being on the show, and then the other girl, Tony. They said what they call her real name is Jill Jones. Her. She played on the show as Tony, but her real name is Jill Jones. She was the first to leave. She said she left because she wanted to explore other opportunities. So I'm like, damn, how much they getting paid? I mean, because most people, if they making good money, they ain't really trying to go no place like that. So they must not be getting paid much. I mean, if you trying to explore other opportunities on other shows, you know, I thought that was kind of weird. But I liked the show back in the day. It came out about 20 years ago. You know, it was a good show, man. But it ended all of a sudden. One of the girls left. Like I said, Jill was the first to left. And then the other girl left, and then before you know it, Tracee was the only person left on the damn show. I'm like, damn. You know, it was that type of time. So I've seen Tracee get interviewed over the years, so I pretty much know what type of woman she is. Now she's an older woman. Now she's a mid-50s, 52, 53, something like that. Let me see how old she is. Her age, let me see what it says. She's 52. So she's a middle-aged woman. No, she's like a sugar mama, basically. Because, you know, during the interview, she said she doesn't like guys her age. She like younger guys. And she said, because, you know, they're young and hot, and the obvious reasons or whatever. And she said she doesn't want the traditional relationship. And I pretty much knew this a long time ago. You know, this ain't like the first interview. So I'm going to play the video.
Younger men. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes, Harish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's.
It's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracee tale.
But
I'm sorry.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner, and so often, and it's not just that I'm older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous? There's that. But a lot of men, I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. Men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize and I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again. Men my age are steeped.
So there you have it. So she's the type, she has the feminist mentality where she wants to be around a certain type of guy. She don't want to be held accountable for the traditional things that come along with being a woman. And a lot of this has to do with how she, more than likely how she grew up. You know, she's a trust fund baby. Her mom is Diane Ross. She ain't like a mom, but I'm just saying, to her mom, her mom is the shit, you know what I'm saying? But she ain't like her mom. Her mom always had a man, you know what I'm saying? But Tracee, she had her chances when when they had the show Girlfriends. But she just, at this point, she has to be a sugar mama. She failed. No kids. Ain't nobody gonna ever marry her. Forget about it. Now, the reason why she says she like young guys, because she can manipulate them. A young guy, a lot of young guys have this thing where being with an older woman is like a badge of honor. It's like they can brag to their friends about being with an older woman. And she knows this and she understands this. And she knows that a younger guy, he just doesn't know enough. He doesn't have enough life experience. That's why she knows she can manipulate him. And the younger guy will sit there and listen to all the nonsense she's going to say over the telephone. And he going to be, at some point during the conversation, he going to be like, hey, can I come over? Yeah, you can come over. And then he'll hit it and see you next time, And she doesn't mind breaking the dude off for a couple of dollars, or taking them shopping, or buying them gifts, paying some bills. She doesn't mind because she's a sugar mama. This is what she's going to have to settle for at this point. Because ain't no guy her age is going to take her serious. It ain't happening. We ain't listening to all that nonsense, but younger guys will, because she still look good. I mean, let's just be honest. She still look good. She ain't an ugly woman. She still got a nice body. She can wear a bikini, So a younger guy would, he'd be feeling himself if he went to the beach chilling with her. It just is what it is, But an older guy that feel good about himself, that's about something, no, it's too much shit comes along with somebody like her, and I know women that's like her, very similar to her, it's too much shit that comes along with them, they're not pleasant to be around. This is why a lot of these women have to pay people to be around them, because no one in their right mind that feels confident about themselves, that love themselves, is going to stay around people like this, because it's hard to get along with people like this. It is. So this is why she has to resort to being a sugar mama, at this point. And she had her chance with all them dudes in Hollywood, at best. She's gonna be a sugar mama, from now until, and she's gonna go to those freak offs in Hollywood, and and have sex with a bunch of guys there, do threesomes and orgies and all that shit in Hollywood. She'll go to them type of parties. But the traditional relationship, no. That's never going to work for her, because she, at this point, at her age, she's probably seen too much, probably done too much, and experienced too much. And a guy her age ain't going to take her serious. And it is what it is, And she have the mindset of a feminist. And see, in her mind, a guy that ain't financially doing better than her, he ain't on her. She would say he ain't on my level, because that's how they see the guy. It's like if the guy has to come through the door, like making financially more than her in most cases. Otherwise, he ain't got a shot. And that's the feminist mentality. A guy is pretty much only good for one thing, or good for whatever that one thing may be, based on what she deem it may be. And then you heard her talking about she looking for a partner, and when a female starts talking like that, those are red flags to me. I don't like when they start telling you I'm looking for a partner and negotiation. No, this ain't no damn negotiation. What the hell are you talking about? No, What negotiation? I'm not negotiating with no woman. No. What are we talking about? This is supposed to be a team. It's supposed to be a team player. This is supposed to be a more like a partnership. This ain't no damn. It's bigger than a partnership. You know what I'm saying? This ain't it's no negotiation. This is more like a dictatorship. Really, This is about a family affair. That's what this really supposed to be about. But she hasn't seen it that way, and she said she doesn't want that. And she doesn't like guys her age. She called them toxic. So it is what it is with these types of women. And they're not fun to be around at all. This is why they have to end up being a sugar mama, So if you haven't seen the Michelle Obama interview with her, check it out. You might like it. I only looked at 5 minutes of it. I didn't really think it was going to be good anyway. What does she really has to talk about? She's not. I don't know. Is she in any movies, any shows, or every time they talk about her, they keep talking about her mom all the time. So I don't know. You tell me what you think below. Like, share this episode. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Do you find yourself struggling to meet women through online dating apps? Are you tired of constantly swiping left with no success and not knowing what to say to get the attention of a woman? Look no further. Our expert tips and tricks will give you the confidence you need to succeed in the online dating world. It's time to start taking control of your dating life and master the art of online dating. Imagine meeting some of the most attractive women in the world. Our game-changing program will help you navigate the world of online dating with confidence and charm. From creating a standout profile to crafting the perfect message, we've got you covered every step of the way. Our program covers everything you need to know to make a lasting impression. Say goodbye to endless swiping and hello to meaningful connections with the women of your dreams. Join the countless men who have found success in meeting women through online dating by following our time-tested and proven strategies. Take the first step towards improving your dating life today. Master the art of online dating and take your game to the next level. With our proven strategies, you'll be a pro at online dating in no time. So don't wait. Go to onlinedatingfordummies.com and get started today. and take control of your dating life, and you'll be light years ahead of most men with our groundbreaking program. Get ready to swipe right with confidence and watch your success explode. So, don't wait. Get started today by going to onlinedatingfordummies.com and take the first step towards finding your perfect match.